Can't do it. He was a pig. Can't do it.
She's had a hand in hundreds of criminal cases in Colorado, from the Susanna Chase killing on Boulder's campus that went cold until 2009.
It went cold until the pigs gave her some fake evidence.
We always had hope that someday we would get a match on that DNA.
To the sexual assault trial for Kobe Bryant.
Deputies took Bryant to a hospital, presumably for DNA tests.
Now the work of former CBI forensic scientist Yvonne Missy Woods is being called into question. Allegations from an internal affairs investigation say Woods altered and deleted data in DNA testing in more than 650 cases between 2008 and 2023. Officials believe her manipulations appear to have been intentional.
Oh, can you believe it? What? I can't believe it. They say to me, Chili, why do you say all cops are pigs? How come you say all cops are pigs? Did you hear that? I mean, let's go back and listen again. Let's just listen to the bullshit she did again. Let's listen again.
2008 and 2023. Officials believe her manipulations appear to have been intentional.
And why is she being outed now? Was there one good person in there that did it? How many people knew that she was lying, cheating people? How many people knew that she was stealing people's lives? How many people knew? How many cops colluded with her that said, hey, look, we just need Chili's DNA to end up on this card right here. Can you put Chili's DNA on this card? He shows this card all the time. We found a card at the scene. Can you make Chili DeCastro's DNA appear on there real quick? And that pig inside of CBI, the cop cover-up crew, or the cop setup crew, we could figure out a million. They have their acronyms. We could figure out our own. Make Chili's DNA appear on the card. He scratched it with his thumb. He scratched it with his finger. Just make sure Chili's DNA is right there. We need to set him up.
DNA is the gold star, right? That's what we always ask. Was there DNA? Was there DNA?
Metropolitan State University criminology professor Denise Mauder is a former prosecutor.
So my first thought is, this is awful for the crime victims.
Mauder says entangling this web is going to be more than just the cost of running the DNA tests again. It will come down to if there's even DNA left to test.
Within the last 15 years that they were able to do DNA on smaller samples, a lot smaller samples. Back then you had to have a lot of sample in order for them to conduct it.
At a state joint budget committee meeting in mid-January, CBI officials said about 3,000 samples needed to be retested at a cost of roughly $3 million. The agency also asked for roughly
But you can't take the life back of the guy that you framed. You can't take the life back of the children's dad you took away. You can't replace the life of the mother who ended up in the dungeon. You can't replace the lives that you've ruined, the decades or years that someone spent in prison because of a dirty pig who worked with other dirty pigs. Put a 1 in the chat if she did not work alone. Put a 1 in the chat if she was working with other people to set people up using DNA. Put a 1 in the chat if you believe that with all your heart. Let me put a 1 in for me. Definitely a 1 for me. I would most certainly. John Lagarito, 1 for him. 1 for Eric Mazie. 1 for Soviet. 1 for Jessica Kirstead. 1 for Cope Doggy Dog, and 1 for Mikey. Looks like Dark Wolf's got a 1. So, are we just morons? Or have we been taken for a ride the whole time? They've been duping us for decades until social media brought us all together with 800 people here assembling. You see? You see? I'm not afraid to call out anybody. I'm not afraid to talk about anything. There's nothing off limits for me. I don't care what it is. 1, I can't even get through all the 1s. There's hundreds of 1s of people who believe that these cops work together to set people up. Are there going to be any criminal charges filed against the pigs who used this woman? And are there going to be criminal charges against her? How many? Is she going to spend the rest of her life in prison for people that she ruined? Are the pigs who colluded with her to cheat, lie, and steal lives, are they going to go to prison? Are they? Are they going to go to prison? Are they? You cocksuckers. Are they going to go to prison? But I'm not afraid of you. Come near me and find out what happened. bounce your head off the concrete, I may have to take my gun and handle you. If you fuck with me, boy, you're gonna get the horns. How many people have you bailed out of jail? Do you have a receipt for $6,000 for paying someone's lawyer today? Do you have that receipt? It says $6,000 right there. Did you crowdfund $6,000? Just make damn sure that if you play with me, son, it's a game for keeps. Because if you with me, and I have to kill you, that's what'll happen. That's what'll happen. I'm not playing. This is real life. Jack Boothfeld pig. And by the way, in real life, you would have no chance. Be very careful what you do.
$4.4 million to pay for district attorneys' offices across the state to address the claims of those affected. The Boulder County DA's office reporting at least 2 people convicted in cases she was involved have filed petitions for post-conviction relief. Matter believes the state could be flooded with other relief requests.
I feel for every single victim, because like I said,
Oh, do you feel for them?
these are major crimes. They don't go to the CBI unless it's a major crime.
Oh, so she set up hundreds of people. There's hundreds of people in prisons today.
And so there are victims who were seriously hurt, who thought they had justice, and now we don't know what they have.
Wood's attorney releasing this statement, which says in part, his client has never created or reported any false DNA match.
What a lie. What a lie.
Nor has she testified falsely in any hearing or trial, resulting in a false conviction or unjust imprisonment. I'm Claire Lavazorio for Denver 7.
Woods was placed on administrative leave in September and has since retired. Now, her work between 1994 and 2008 is still being reviewed, and investigators say they're still trying to